Alright, let me
breed?
get my water, hold on.
Let's breed. Game? Is it free on Steam? Let's ride best of breed. Wait, what's the name? Wait, what did Kyo say again?
Let's breed?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it let's breed or let's breathe?
I hope it's let's breathe.
I hope it's let's breed.
Is this
No!
dragon? I hate looking at the related searches for any of the for any
Why
Google
are we
search because it's always
breeding?
weird. Dragon breeding games for PC.
No!
Unicorn breeding game. Animal breeding game.
What the heck? No.
Wow, I can't believe I've come back to us making a farm.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Dragon's World? Why do they have to name it dragon breeding? No. It's not as weird when Pokemon does it, but it's kind of weird when you add it to your searches. Hold up.
Oh, chat can hear us, by the way.
Oh shite! Oh. Oh no.
Yo.
Oh,
Yo,
we're not
let's-
doing anything weird. I don't. Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
I completely forgot.
Good job.
Wait, what? Did I miss
I
something?
was trying to search up the dragon breeding game that you. Well, not dragon.
Oh! What, dragon?
Dragon breed.
Oh,
not
no.
Dragon. No. It's you said let's breed, right? Wait, what was the name of that game?
It was just called something. Oh, wait, just breeding.
Just breeding? Oh.
Okay, guys, so what we're talking about, basically, I was like going live, right? And was putting just chatting, and then it said just breed. And I didn't know that was a game. Or something like
Wait,
that.
that's a fucking game?
It's a game.
Well, why
Wait,
would
am I
it
allowed
be
to
there?
curse?
Of course!
Okay. Now some people don't like cursing. I want to be
Oh,
respectful.
yeah, I got you. I mean, I don't curse, but... Oh my god, he said a bad
Gosh
word.
darn it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my darn.
How is everybody? Good afternoon, good evening to all. Or morning. Why would you be awake in the morning? I mean...
Hello, everyone.
If you're not awake by 12 p.m., is it really like being awake?
You're right, you're right.
It's just a really long nap, is what I like to think
You'll
about.
wake up at 12 p.m.
Yo, I wake up at like 1, 2 p.m.
I feel that.
No.
I feel that.
That's a mood.
Listen, I do love me a good nap. A good 6 to 8 hour nap.
A good like 15-hour to all-day nap, 24-hour nap.
And just, just be comatose.
Just hibernate,
Hibernation, that sounds about right.
I wish that were me.
Hmm.
Being awake is expensive.
Just living is expensive. What do you
actually, like, very
mean, dude?
true.
Oh, is this a wave?
Oh, is that a?
Oh my god, shut the fuck
Oh my
up,
god, Marion, are you
Gotta
rating me?
stream.
You're rating me. Oh my god.
I hate it here.
Odessya, thank you so.
I hate it here.
All right, has everyone
Bye.
like
Feel free to call me
what is it?
Marion.
Yeah, so I'll just call you Marion then.
Yeah. I had a 2-day identity crisis, and now I'm over it.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Or we
I'm
can.
just
Why
too
don't we try
exhausted to have an
combining
identity
her
crisis.
name together? Odesimari.
Odessya.
Odesimari.
God.
Odessian.
Oh my.
Odyssey
Marisa.
Mari.
Marissa.
Mario
Marissa.
Marissa.
Bad though.
Mari. Oh,
Marissa.
Mari. Yo, actually kind of vibe with that, Kagami. Hold up.
Signing shit is Mario, just so no one will suspect it's me.
Yo, just steal it from Nintendo. Just say, oh, I'm
Just
Mario
say that's
Odyssey.
you.
It's me.
It's
That's
me,
you.
It's
Mario.
me. They made a game about me. Is anyone named Mario Odyssey on Switch?
Oh my gosh. There's a name. There's a
Honestly?
username for everything. To be honest.
Yo, someone stole Pacemasku and I'm livid.
Really?
Yeah, I never knew about that.
Are they even active?
No.
Twitch
Welp.
recycles usernames.
When you,
but God knows
dude,
when
Pace,
you're
when
gonna
you
get
hit
it.
Twitch partner, just change your
When I get
name.
Twitch partner, I'm changing my name. I'm booting that guy out.
Wait, can you do that?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you
Once you
can.
turn Twitch partner, you can like simplify it. That's why like Snuffy and Fifi they changed their usernames because if the person that owns it is inactive, you can take it.
Bro, I'm gonna change my username to Mario.
Oh,
Wait, hold up. Wait,
Time to just get Twitch partner.
I think you can do that.
interesting.
Is it inactive?
I think it's inactive.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, you have a chance.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
pop
Road to
off.
partner, boys. Let's go. Give it to all of us. Has everyone looked over the topics that I sent, by the way?
Yeah.
So you guys know what we're talking
Yeah.
about? Alright, we'll
Heck
go in
yeah.
order in how I placed you guys. Then all of
Hmm.
us have a chance to discuss.
Sure.
And you guys can put
Hmm.
your own opinions out there. Okay, first and foremost, hello okay!
Yeah, I'm back in it.
Oh my god, Shion! Thank you so much for the gifted subs! So basically, we will introduce everybody one by one. Kagami, wanna go first?
Hi, what's up, Neil? I'm Kagami Furi, the laziest idol around. I'm also the cutest streamer, so
Damn, fuck.
Agreed. Mari?
Oh shit, okay. Hi, I'm Marion. I don't know what's going on, but hi.
Nice.
I'm a hot demon mommy. That's
I agree. You guys can see it in the photo right there. Hold on. Let me lift it up a little bit so they
Yo,
can
do the
see.
reveal.
my titties are actually just fake red buns.
Yeah, right here, boys. Right here. Okay.
Can we get some awoogas in chat real quick? Hold up.
Alright, Pace.
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Pacemasku, the Toad VTuber fashion designer, artist, idol. I'm basically your number one niche that'll always take care of you. How's it hanging, everyone?
Oh my god, you're gonna take care of me?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Oh fuck yeah, I
Yeah.
can't even take care of myself.
Alright, so today we have quite a lot of topics because I felt like they would have ended quickly if we only had like 3 or
Which is
so.
valid.
And since we've probably been here, what is it? We've only joined recently or have been here for a while, so I thought to add a little bit more to what we're going to discuss today. So the first question is, what makes someone a successful VTuber or streamer? Kagami, what is your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it really depends, doesn't it? Like on what the individual's goals are. I like to think about it like they are like an individual like business, and businesses have their own individual goals. So success, I guess, if you're just doing it for fun and you're having fun doing it, then I think you'd be successful, you
Mhm.
know.
I agree. Is there any other input other than that? Oh.
For me,
yeah. Oh, you feel free to just like pop in if you guys also want to
Yeah.
respond to.
Oh yeah.
Making it on VTuber struggle tweets.
Oh.
That's success.
Yo, hold up.
To be
Yeah.
I'm kidding, I'm
honest.
kidding.
Do you
To be
think
honest-
what is it? There's a difference between being a VTuber and streamer when it comes to, I guess, the entertainment that comes from it?
Not
Yeah.
really. Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
oh,
Okay, who said no? Who said no?
I said no.
Why? Why do you say that?
Do you mean like being like a regular streamer versus
Mhm.
like a VTuber?
Mm-hmm.
I did regular streaming for like a hot minute before I transitioned over VTubing.
Mhm.
I think the only difference is I'm a hot demon mommy. So I can just project my ideals onto my persona, but aside from that, I feel like I'm connecting to my audience all the same. Like nothing really changed aside from the fact that like I got a model and I don't go on Facecam anymore.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I guess it's a fan base though, because like people are super dedicated to VTubers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like its own little base, which is pretty sick if you ask me.
And though also I found that turning off the camera like really boosted my personal like confidence. So
Oh yeah.
I guess
Yeah, you don't
because
need
no one's judging you based on your looks, right?
yeah.
I feel like it wasn't even so much looks for me. It's just like I move around a lot, and
Mm.
so when I'm on camera,
I
you can
feel
see
that.
me and see everything I'm doing.
Mhm.
So like if I'm just sitting here like fucking with something in my hands, everyone can see it, and they're probably like, "What is this chick
What is she
doing? Like, what is
doing?
she
or you just pick your nose on stream and then like suddenly someone
Like, oops.
Oops.
Oh god, one fear, one fear. Wait, Pace, why did you say yes? There was.
Just cause of like how the community really is, like before, like when we joined, right, it was like very
Mhm.
tightly like knit and stuff like that, and you really don't get that with most communities on Twitch. Like with
You're right.
I think they're usually sectioned off as games, and especially like how easy it is to relate to a VTuber's personality than the game that they're playing, which is something that I
Interesting.
found. Yeah, so like there are more people here that are more variety streamers than people that focus mainly on one game, like let's say Minecraft or FPSs or League of Legends or something like that. So that's like the biggest difference I've seen.
Interesting how you say that it's like your personalities come out more when you're VTubing, right? But
Yeah,
wouldn't you
like
say your personality
Oh,
still
yeah.
comes out when you're in webcam? Or no?
it's like what Kagami said. It for a lot of VTubers, like having your webcam off and using a virtual avatar kind of like puts aside like that thought in your head like, oh, what if I do something, or like it gives you a lot more confidence, really, in my opinion.
I guess because there's like an insecurity, like, oh, I look bad, so then I can't really
Yeah,
fully express myself properly.
basically, yeah.
I
I like
agree.
that I can wear pajamas and no one notices because they can't see me.
Or we're nothing and no one
Yeah,
notices.
exactly.
Literally, that's what I did in the summer. Like,
Oh my god, the
when I was
heat.
Oh
in
man,
yeah.
It helps so much.
it was great. That's like in the summers when I transitioned over
Absolutely.
to VTubing because I was sweating my makeup off, and I'm like, is this? It's
Oh
not. worth
yeah.
it.
Oh no.
Not worth it at all. Alright, that was actually a really quick topic. Although, what is it? The topic of success, because we all know a lot of people that are now joining the VTuber community. Everyone is taking breaks, right? Frequent breaks. And there's nothing wrong with taking frequent breaks, but people are saying that it's because they don't have enough success from being a VTuber. What would you guys say, like, as good advice for those who are still starting out? And if you've gone through that same phase of taking a break yourself.
I think it's okay to take breaks. Like it's easy to get burnt out,
Mm.
and I know like a lot of people, if you like, it's easy to get burnt out for one thing. It's also pretty easy. Like, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. It is stressful when you don't get the turnout you're
That
expecting.
you wanted? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because you're
But, like-
comparing yourself to others.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is I don't know if you guys saw when Joel or Foxy Joel was on Domo's Q&A thing. He brought up like
yeah.
a really good point of like you just kind of have to keep
Streaming.
going for it, and like
Yeah.
although progress isn't linear, at the point when you start screaming, oh my god,
Streaming.
just scream, fuck it,
Just
just
same thing, same difference.
at the point when you just start streaming, the progress can only go up. It may not go up quickly, but it will
It's a
go
slow
up, and you just have to like
process.
have confidence in yourself. You're not a bad streamer, and even if you are, you can only get better.
It's only improvement,
like,
right?
Yeah, like you can only go up or improve from there as far as like viewer count and like everything else. At least that's what I experienced, because like I had like last week was like I was so burnt out just because of like haha real world things, GG. And so when I said to my like viewers, I'm like, I need a break, like I can't do this, everyone was like, that's fine, like go for it. And like even other VTubers were like, bro, if you need to take a break, your audience isn't just gonna like go away.
Yeah.
And that's something to keep in mind. Your audience isn't just gonna disappear or forget about you.
Those that will stay will stay.
Yeah,
They're
and
Yeah.
the homies.
on top of that, like like how you mentioned that there's going to be progress and it's not going to be linear. I feel like if you're just starting out in streaming, it's hard to go in to your first ever live stream expecting to make it big. And I think where you are now is not going to be where you are like
later on.
maybe a couple of years from now. So
Yeah.
like 3 years ago,
Mm.
I was doing like gaming videos on YouTube, and that was like my first ever exposure to this world of like content creation. And I think you just have to keep learning and keep improving. And I think if that's your focus, then in the end you will get to where you want to be.
Mm.
Very good. How about you, Pace? What do you think?
Yeah. So, wait, what was the like original question again? That's
What makes someone a successful VTuber or streamer? And I was also adding if you had any advice for those who were starting out or going
okay.
through a tough time with that.
So a big thing that I've actually been dealing with myself right now is, well, not myself, but like what a bunch of people have been telling me, is just like how they've invested like actual money into the thing. And yes, content creation
We were
can
talking
cost
about this
something.
earlier.
Yeah, and we were talking about this earlier, but also like money can't buy fame. That's one thing that I can tell people definitely.
Really?
Like if you yeah, of course money can't buy fame. Like you can't like
Why do you say that?
what is well, if you think about it, if you see people that actually do use money for like videos and stuff like Mr. Beast, like the main purpose is to entertain you because you're attracted to it, because you want to know, because it has like a sort of like a general like
I guess because he
plot
does
or
something
stuff.
with the money that he receives.
He does some yeah, he does something
compared
with the money
to
that he
if you were
receives.
just to use it for yourself and not give anything back, right?
Yeah,
To the audience.
yeah.
Then be
But
like, why am I
no.
watching you? I guess.
yeah. But like not
You
to
mean
be
I-
harsh to others, like you can't buy personality. Not that's terrible. That's a terrible way to say
You
it.
can't buy
God.
personality.
You
Dang.
can't you cannot buy fame. That's just one thing.
You
Yes,
mean
you can have all
Can't
these
buy
numbers.
followers on buyfollowers.com?
The
Oh my
sponsor
God.
of today's stream. Oh my god, you're right.
Ah, shit.
Time
Fuck,
to
dude.
time
What am I
to
gonna do
buy
now?
my followers, guys.
Yo, but yeah, like everyone can agree with me on this. Like numbers, essentially, like if you want to grow as a streamer, like sure you may look at the numbers and they will like help you mentally, like say like, oh, my channel's growing, that's a good sign. But what do those numbers mean when you're not caring about your actual audience, you know? If you're
Yeah.
only if you're only there for like your for the new people, how are the old people gonna feel? You know?
Interesting, you say.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is when you start, you're nervous. You're not gonna
Yeah.
have a personality. You're
Yeah.
gonna be like this close to pissing
Dang.
your pants.
I
That's
feel
just how it
that.
is. I've noticed especially recently that like I've come out of my shell a lot. Like I used to be very tame and be like, haha, let's keep it chill, chat. And now I'm sitting here reading copy pastas on fucking ASMR like a freak.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
more
true.
you stream, the more comfortable you get, and the more comfortable
Yeah.
you get, the more audience.
I guess you
And
get
if,
more
like, you spent a
familiar
ton of
with the
money-
people that are watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
and like when it comes to streaming, like you have to talk a lot, and so it's kind of
Oh
hard
my
for people
God,
to just
yeah.
pull
Oh, yo,
topics out of
yeah.
their butt. But as you keep doing it, as you keep like learning more, it just gets easier as you get more comfortable with it, and it also
Mhm.
helps to like maybe learn a few things. Like I found a couple classes on like improv comedy, and that was really helpful in helping me structure what I wanted to say, so that when I did have something to say, it didn't just like come out in a jumble of words.
Hmm. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we want to leave on with that topic?
I think like if you spend a lot of money, because I know a lot of people, I spent like, I wouldn't say a fuck ton of money, but I did drop like a lot of money on a new computer and like a bunch of that stuff. ultimately, like, it may feel like you wasted your money. But keep in mind, you just have to like keep going, and like if you make affiliate and if you get payout at the end, like you're making that money back. And if you have an IRL job, you're making that money back. And you're doing something you enjoy while you're doing it.
Do you think
So,
it's
like-
bad to invest a lot into like a model already when you first start out? Or do you think people should, you know, try out the
I
waters
think it really
first?
depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
So
Because I
like,
know people who jumped into the 2D model right away,
Mm-hmm.
and
yeah.
I personally didn't, because like I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not. So I wanted to
Yeah.
start with like a cheaper version, and like it's been great.
Yeah.
But if you're not sure if you're ready, just do whatever's comfy for you.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Alright, we'll
Yep.
move on to the next topic. Is the VTuber market now saturated? Because with the reveal of Hololive N, right, guys? Now, and Pokimane becoming a VTuber, really, Pichu, and a lot of famous names are now joining or being invested into the VTuber market. People, I know there's a general idea that now it's saturated. It's not a niche thing anymore. What do you guys personally think? We'll start with Kagami.
I mean, saturated is a very relative term, and if I can just use my business cat brain for a second here,
Here
So-
we go, business Kagami. Let's go.
here we go. Let's go.
you just see a
So-
suit.
Oh my god.
There's a
Yeah, so one of the biggest concepts of marketing is like the blue ocean strategy. So you're constantly, no matter what
Blue ocean.
area you're in, even if you're in like the most saturated streaming market, your goal is to find a niche that's completely unsaturated, where
Mhm.
there is a demand for that, but there's no one competing in that area. So like
Yeah.
if you're like a shark in a big ocean with a ton of other sharks, you're not gonna really
Get much.
catch
out
a lot
it.
of fish. But if you move to a part of the ocean that doesn't have a lot of sharks, you will catch a lot of fish. So I think the VTuber market is sort of saturated and will continue to become more and more saturated, but that doesn't mean that you can't succeed as long as you find that ocean where you can I don't know, succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. Mari, what do you think about the VTuber market as of now?
I think it's gained a lot of traction. I wouldn't say it's like, it's definitely saturated. It's gotten a lot of people who are more interested in it. And like, I'm looking at chat and all I see is Mari speaking. I'm gonna commit.
She's speaking, guys.
Um,
She is speaking. Queen is speaking.
Holy shit. I think it's definitely like saturated. It's gotten
At least in
bigger
the
and more
past
popular among
year,
people,
right?
and I
yeah.
think that's really great, because not only like, one, it brings more people who are interested in it. It creates more VTubers. I'm not gonna run for president. I need to stop looking at the chat. It brings in a lot more people. It brings in potential, like, I guess, fans for us. That sounds like kind of conceited when I say it like that. But it brings in like more of an audience for us, and that's more people we can connect with. And like, yeah, Pokimane and like Lily Pichu are VTubers,
Mhm.
but like, they already said like they're not full-time VTubers. They're not like, they just thought it was fun and like cool, so they wanted to jump on it. And I think that's fine. I think that's cool. It definitely, like, in my opinion, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's like fine. It makes it feel like they're more real, like they're actual people, as opposed to like god tier offline TV streamers.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Just that they wanted to jump on a trend and do something fun.
Just like the rest of us, basically.
Yeah, they're like kind of just jumping on, like, they're still human, and we're all still human. And they just wanted to vibe, and we want to vibe. So I would say it's like saturated, but I still think it's got its own like niche. If I went to my normie friends and I'm like, haha, I'm a VTuber, they'd look at me and be like, you fucking weird.
What are you?
What are you?
I feel that. I know a lot of people have like mixed reactions to that. It's like, no, this is our thing. The VTubers are our thing. But I feel like there's also pros and cons for it becoming more known. Because then we get to meet more, what is it, content creators or people who have the potential to, right?
Yeah.
And so, it really depends. It's just that VTubers, you never know who they are behind the screen. Unless they've been a streamer already, you know?
I mean,
So-
even then, we know the streamer and not the person. Like, people could know
You're right.
us and know us behind the stream, but like, I don't know what any of you do on your free time. And
You're
no one knows
right.
what I do on my free time. We don't
Yeah.
know what any streamer does on their free time unless they like straight up tell us.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like our personal lives and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like there's still that separation.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. All right, Pace, you back?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
Yeah, he
So,
here.
like,
All
I
right.
do be here. Yeah, but like, so this kind of like I kind of had like this discussion with like another VTuber like I think 2 weeks ago or something like that. But like, and I kind of agree with him on this. Like the term VTuber like community, it's not really
It's
a
not like
community
just
per se.
one
It's more or less like
community.
an art form, you know? It kind of like
Mm.
turned into that.
Because it's a broad and wide spectrum of people. Because you get people from the
Yeah.
art community, from the gaming community,
The
like-
furry community, where they're everywhere.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. And like with all these like bigger VTubers like coming in, it's more or less like I'm kind of happy that like they kind of like took up this new like art form of VTubing and stuff like that because like as like someone that like did like Minecraft videos and stuff like that and commentary videos, I would have loved to like do this like way before, like having these type of programs, being able to like control a virtual avatar instead of like being like a PNG VTuber or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So like I'm very and with like bigger YouTubers and streamers and content creators like showing up and bringing like to light about like the VTubing community and like what programs like we use or like the artists and stuff like that. It brings a lot more like good exposure and like yeah, people can say like yeah, there are some like bad people that may come in, but that's like such a few compared to the many.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Agreed. You guys think overall it's a good thing that the VTuber niche is not becoming bigger?
Oh yeah, I feel like it's a very
yeah,
good thing.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel
That
like
means
if it
more
weren't for
competition.
that, then we wouldn't have been here, right?
Yeah.
Technically.
I mean, the only thing I can think to compare it to is like when you're in middle school and you like anime, and then everyone's like,
Oh,
"Ew,
God.
fucking weird."
And then they all
Yeah.
Or college, and they're like, "Oh my god, you watch like One Piece?" So it's like we're in middle school, and they're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck's a VTuber?" And then like we're in college now, and they're like, "Oh my god, I want to be a VTuber." So like,
Ah, it's like they find it cringe, and then once you get out of that, oh, it's
cringe
not
culture's
cringe.
dead, baby.
Let people like what they like.
Yeah,
All
once
right.
it becomes like, normal, then like people start to like accept it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Being normal is boring.
Yeah.
Imagine being normal. All right, we'll move on to the next topic, which is sorta controversial, but
Oh.
and since all of us are sorta like half and half on these, 2D versus 3D models. Oh no, chat.
I'm
Oh
very
no.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right, the
Okay,
pros and
alright.
cons. Kagami, you want to go first? 2D versus 3D. The pros and the
I
cons. of it.
mean, there's a lot of pros and cons of both. I think, well, personally, I think there's a lot of merit in having both. I personally
Mm.
really like the 2D look a lot better. It's also, it can be cheaper, and sometimes it's like easier to express yourself artistically in 2D and 3D and have like more complex costumes, designs, hairstyles. But also 3D is like super versatile. You can use it in like MMD, Leopard, VR, and like you can use it like wherever and do whatever with it. Whereas 2D is kind of restrictive in that sense. So like a lot of the times when I want to make like posts with my character or like put my character in like different poses and situations, I will use my 3D model. But when I'm streaming, I usually just use my 2D model because I like it.
What about you, Mari?
I feel like this is gonna come off as interesting, but I'm very neutral on the topic. Like, I don't have a preference for either. I love 2D and I love 3D. Like, both are very, very cool. As was said before, you can have a lot of features with 3D. The 2D aesthetic is very, very pretty. But the 3D aesthetic is also like, you can do a whole bunch of things with it.
Yeah.
And like, I think 3D is a really good starting point because like Vroid Studio, Blender, all these like programs and softwares are free and you can learn them. And start out and improve. And if you want to transition over to 2D later, then that's fine. But if you also dump all your money into 2D, that's also fine. I don't think there's like a better of the two. I'm kind of like, just let the kids stream. Just let the kids be happy.
Yeah, you're right. Pace, for you as a 3D modeler, right? Because you make models as well.
Yeah.
And since I remember there was that time where everyone was just like, "Oh, I'm switching to 2D already." I was wondering, like, oh, I wonder how the 3D modelers feel because everyone's suddenly switching. Not saying that everyone did, but there was definitely a phase where everyone was just like, "Oh, I want to be 2D and drop into 3D." You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that?
So during that time, me and Crystal really didn't like have any worries about it because we always knew that there was still going to be a niche and still a love for 3D models, and there's always going to be a need for them. Same with 2D models. It just really depends on your preference. But during that time, we were also considering on becoming 2D ourselves, and I'm more because like with 2D, right? Again, like what Mari and Kagami said, it's a lot more like expressive. You can do a lot more with it. But the thing that kind of falls with 2D is that it's fucking hard to learn, honestly.
Yeah.
That shit's hard to learn.
Yeah, especially with like
but
the
it's
rigging
way
and all
less
that.
restrictive. It's way less restrictive in terms of creativity and what you can do with it. Movement wise, it's very static. That's the one thing that I kind of don't like about it. But it looks really good though. That's the only thing that matters, I feel like.
Interesting.
But I'm more or less in the camp of 3D because I want to sell some models and stuff like that. But,
yeah.
Haha, here's just a casual plug. Please come.
Pace makes models. You guys.
Drop the comment chat.
But yeah, like I like for real though, like I feel like there are definitely needs for both 2D and 3D. Just like how HoloLive does it. Some of them have like 3D models and 2D models for if they want to go.
Yeah, like isn't it like their final evolution sort of thing that they go through 2D and then their update to 3D is like that's their gift, their reward, right?
The reward.
That's the final goal to get to 3D.
And I guess define VTuber success.
I guess so. I mean,
if you go to stage 3.
Stage 3, you get a 3D model, you guys.
You go Ultra Instinct as a VTuber, you've officially made it. I don't know. But
I do find it really interesting how when virtual YouTubers just started popping out with like Kizuna Ai, everyone was 3D. So like Nekomiya Hinata, she was 3D. All the big VTubers back then were 3D, but then with like HoloLive and Niji Sanji, suddenly like there's a huge wave of 2D VTubers. And honestly, for me personally, when I saw the 2D VTubers, like now that I've gotten into both 2D and 3D, it's easy to like see that it's not hard to get into it, but I feel like 2D VTubers made it feel like it was feasible for me to become a VTuber, whereas when it was just Kizuna I thought, there's no way I could possibly
Yeah.
become a VTuber.
Mhm.
Maybe because Kizuna Ai was like company made, right?
Yeah.
And because I don't know, even when I was thinking back then, because Kizuna Ai was the reason I started 3D first, joining into the community, because she was so cool, and
Mhm.
I loved her design, and I love how versatile her model was. You can do full body, and stuff like that. And then if you combine live streaming with that's like 10 times more pog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean with that.
But like, there's like so many, like, the thing with 2D that I find, like, again, like the creativity aspect. You can do, again, so much with 2D. Have you seen that armored VTuber Valfor?
Yes.
Oh
I saw
my
the armored
God.
VTuber. Have you seen that one what is it, Japanese VTuber? She's like a, oh man. She's sort of like a void VTuber. Like she has like octopus tentacles and all of that.
Yeah.
Like that's wild. I remember looking at 2D before and I thought it looked really ugly because it didn't move a lot.
Yeah,
Like
same.
that was I was like, why is it not moving so much? This is why I don't like it. But then when I see, oh, this is what you can do with it compared to if you use Vroid or another like Blender, like you still have the amount of resources, but you still feel limited when creating a character or such. Compared to 2D, you just have to draw it on the paper. The only problem is just the rigging, really. Is what I really see as an issue. But yeah.
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 Actually, who is 2D here? Just Kagami?
Me. 2D.
Yeah. You have a 3D model, right?
I do, but I only use it for like music videos or like certain things. I definitely
Like
prefer
MMD and
2D.
stuff.
What was that?
So like using it for like MMD, like cute little
Yeah.
videos like that.
Yeah, I also I tried using it for a VR stream, but at the time my computer couldn't run VR and stream at the same
Oof.
time, so
That's a mood.
Yeah.
Then I'm assuming Mari and Pace, you guys are still 3D, right?
Yeah, still 3D.
I have a 2D on the way. I just need to find a rigger.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Y'all
that's
heard it here first.
exciting.
Things in the making, as it were.
It's in
Yeah,
it's in the making, chat. It's in the making.
Yeah, someone one of my friends is said that they wanted to practice making like 2D models and stuff like that. So like she's currently working on one for me
Wow.
right now. So I can't wait to see it. I want to try it out pretty bad, honestly.
Doing
It's
2D?
the 2D wave.
Yeah, 2D. Of course.
like I
2D.
totally like it. Like I remember I went through like a really tough time because I've started with 3D and then I wanted to stay 3D, but then I felt like maybe I can express myself more doing 2D, so I decided to give it a shot. And I have my photo there. It's not the full thing, but it's currently also in the rigging process. So yeah. Wait, does that mean you're gonna have
Yeah.
a debut, Mari?
Oh.
I
Yes.
don't know. I haven't really thought about it. To
Well,
be honest.
yes. Yes.
Am I being forced to have a debut? Is this gonna happen?
Let's do it. Do it.
I don't know. I
Oh,
always
yeah.
I never had a debut for like my 3D, but that's because like I don't know. I
'Cause
kind
you're
of
just
started
trying it.
streaming.
Same.
Yeah, that's how
I
we
think-
started out too.
Yeah,
I
just
always feel
popped
weird
up, like,
having attention on me, like where everyone's just watching me.
We
I
go
feel like I have
watch
to
you.
be like cool and impressive. but,
No, you are already cool.
as long as you're documented by a
much.
limbo, then it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, let me fucking tell you how Alimba documented me, but never put me on the Excel sheet.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god,
Oh,
Olimba,
we're
you're
gonna
being
roast
called
you
out right
sorry.
now.
Putting him on blast.
Pinged me
Dang.
right in the VTuber Lounge server to tell me I was documented and did not put me on
On the
the
document?
Excel sheet.
Dang, Alimba.
Olympia just see, Olympia just see like on
Exposed.
top. Mario will remember that.
Mario will remember it. She will remember it.
When she's running for president 2024, she's like,
oh my god.
Just want to call out
Alimba.
Alimba. I made it. You didn't put me on
Yeah.
that Excel sheet.
Like, forget what I'm gonna offer the United States. I'm gonna call out this guy on Twitter, Alimba.
Olympia guy.
Twit longer. Twit longer.
Twit longer. It's an entire like 5-page essay on why he didn't put
Regarding Alimba.
It's not even about Olympus, it's just about the list. Like he didn't put it on the list. I've waited months.
you know, it would be interesting though to have like a VTuber running for president. I wonder if like
That would
that
be
would
No, oh my god. I don't know if I can imagine that. That's wild.
Yo.
Don't we already
Yeah,
have a
all of their-
politician like streaming on Twitch? Like what?
yeah, and then like for their like public appearances, they appear in like either like 3D or like cosplay.
I mean, you know what? That
Obama
seems
virtual?
pretty what is it? Like what is it? You can work with that because of COVID, right? Like you don't have to physically be there, but you
Yeah.
can, you know.
Yo. Have rallies in VR chat.
Oh my.
Yo.
Didn't they have Comic
Oh my
Kit?
god.
In
This is a I
VR?
wanna be Hatsune Miku, the president of the United States.
Just make
Hatsune
Miku. Just make Miku president.
Hatsune Miku.
Miku,
like-
me president?
Yeah, like fuck being my own 2D model. I want to be Hatsune Miku.
They don't hit the first president that we don't know the identity of. I don't know how it's possible.
Oh, I just
Miku-
noticed Domo is in the chat.
Wait.
Domo.
Wait,
Domo.
Oh my.
Is that the Domo? Oh my gosh.
Can I comment on the fact that someone said I want AOC to step on me because I also
I-
want AOC to step
Oh, actually, to leave it on with the 3D and 2D topic, even though I'm switching to 2D, I still want to commission a 3D modeler. You know what I mean? Like the
Oh,
really
yeah.
nice ones. Like my #1 goal is to commission Genomu, the one that did Zentreya's model.
Oh, we were talking
Oh
about
yeah.
Oh my god, I really want to commission her. And then I'm like, oh, I need to save up money, etc., etc.
Yo, I really like the. Shoot, I'm forgetting his name. I'm so.
Oh,
I'm
shoot.
forgetting their name.
I
What is
think-
it? Who's the other?
The one
The-
that did
The
oh
one
man.
that did.
Yeah. Was it Nago's modeler?
What
It's Yuli,
Yuli's?
right?
Yuli's,
Yeah.
yes,
I
Yuli.
really want to commission Yuli's.
Everyone, yo, like they're so faithful to like the original like reference sheet. It's actually crazy how Yuli can capture the style of like 2D in 3D. That's like
Yeah. I think that's
feel
really
like, yeah.
cool.
yeah, and the cell shading with Yuli's model as well. Like
Yo,
as a
Pace,
3D
you
model,
should
oh
do
my-
that. You should do that. Use Blender and stuff.
Oh my gosh, you know how okay, so like when I used Blender for the first time, right? It was when I
Mhm.
still had my like crappy like stolen school computer, right? So like whenever I opened up Blender, it just crashed and I never wanted to touch it again, so I'm kind of
Oh.
scarred.
Dang, it
I
really be
opened
like
Blender and then I immediately closed it.
that. Yeah, that stuff is hard. Like what? How do you do
It's
that?
intimidating.
When I started out with 3DS Max, and I opened it, and this was like when I was 8 years old, and it's like scarred me. It's so difficult that like
Really?
I made a block
Dang.
move like 2 inches in like an animation, and then I just quit forever.
It's just hard. Yeah, like how do you do that? Imagine the amount of time. That's when I realized like wow, the amount of money that like that can't even add up to how much time and effort the modelers put into, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right.
I
But
feel like people need to like give more credit to like their modelers and stuff like that too. I'm not trying to call
oh
any
yeah,
of my
please
children.
credit.
I'm not-
Please credit.
Yeah, please credit your modelers and so I'm not trying to call out any of my children real quick, but like y'all need to credit your papa here, bruh.
Yeah, I need to
Daddy.
credit,
I'm
please.
no.
Oh no.
Kagami,
Oh no.
Kagami, no.
Clip that.
No. But but like yeah, Faf knows it's a mood. It's a complete mood. Cause I know a few of my children that don't credit me and Chris. I'm like,
For me, I put it in now in my bio because I wanted to keep it a secret and then reveal it. But I was like, you know what? I might as well. I'm gonna credit them. Whatever. All right, we'll go move on to the next topic: insecurities when it comes to streaming or being a VTuber. Okay, let's think about that. Your insecurities. We're gonna beat sad boy. Well, not sad boy.
I need to open up the wall and look at the sad Simpson edits while listening to the skill set.
Very sad time.
Some sad piano in the background.
Dang. All right, we'll start with Kagami. What are your insecurities when it comes to being a content creator, a VTuber?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, this is consistent from when I started streaming, or started VTubing. You know, I was afraid when I started that I would just be super boring, and I'd like run out of things to say a lot, and then sometimes just like have to scramble to find something to say. And so like I would often ask myself like, am I entertaining? Why would people want to watch me over other streamers? And so that's just been like a big like part that I've been focusing on, trying to become more entertaining, trying to become more engaging, and having or being able to just like talk about anything, I guess.
What are some things you have gained along the way being a VTuber compared to before with those insecurities? Things you've improved on?
I think, well, coming into VTubing, I came in after becoming extremely irrelevant in my previous community, and so I came in knowing a lot more than when I started like 5 years ago. So I guess it was just easier to put into perspective, like, and to have like a more growth-oriented mindset in order to be like, yeah, I think this isn't working, so I will try to change this and make this better, and learn how to do these different things. Like before I mentioned, I watched some classes on like impromptu comedy, and that helped me a lot to be able to talk about like whatever. And yeah, I guess it's just helped me a lot to sort of become a more engaging streamer. And I still don't think I'm that entertaining, so
That's
gotta
a lie.
keep trying.
That's a lie. Just keep streaming. What about you, Mari? What are your insecurities when it comes to streaming?
I wanted to be funny and say that I'm God and I have no insecurities, but that's a lie. I have a ton, but like the one that pops out to me right now the most is my voice. I've always been told I have a very distinct voice, and so I'm not like uwu kawaii.
Oh my god, I feel
VTuber.
that.
So I was always like, I'm always a bit weirded out about my voice. I'm trying to think. Things like, it's very like, I guess, superficial things or things that can be easily changed. I just haven't done it. Like things like my overlay, or it's like my theme is good as the other one, doesn't fit my aesthetic. For a bit I was like, oh, does my voice fit my model? Like, oh my god, what if I'm not... Did you just say I have a mommy voice?
Oh my god.
Hey, it's more okay. No, it's more sultry tones. There we go. It's like more of a calm, relaxed tone. Just saying. I didn't know how to like put it into one word. My bad.
No, you're okay. It's like, it's more so things that I'm insecure about as a person that kind of just reflect on to VTubing. So things like my voice, my laugh, my very existence. The the chat's gonna fucking send me. I'm not looking at it
Gonna go
anymore.
ape.
It's just also like I'm not good at video games.
Oh, that's
So
killed that.
like
I've
I'm
never.
absolutely retarded at video games.
Why do you think
Like-
what is it? You not being good at video games has to do with your streaming?
Bro, have you seen people like play League on stream? They go off, they pop off, they get those like pentakills, and if you go look at my League streams, it's just me screaming because I died.
But that's still content though. That's still funny,
Yeah.
you know, that's entertaining. Even if you're not good, like for example, Fall Guys, I mean it's like what is it? I still think you're entertaining. You're still great of a person, even if you're quote unquote not good at the game. And I agree. I
Also,
feel
for
like
some
your
reason-
chat would also
Mhm.
agree with that too. That they'll still watch you even if you're quote unquote not good, because you're
Yeah.
fun, you
Hate
know.
the affirmations.
Yeah, they'll bully. Yeah, your chat will bully you for not being good, but it's like
Just for
a love
content, but I
bully.
mean-
it's a love bully,
I
you
was,
know?
I was scared when I started streaming that like people would come in and be like, "Stop streaming! You fucking suck at League. You suck at Final Fantasy. You bad."
Ban them.
But like, at least I can laugh while I die. And also, dying in League gives me a hot second to take a drink of water. So, if you're not
Yeah,
staying
you can-
hydrated during your death counter, then are you really streaming?
You right. You right.
What's water?
Oh no.
Oh
Oh,
no.
you're
Oh,
saying
oh
what's
no.
water?
They're gonna
Kagami,
start
when are you gonna
redeeming.
stream? When are you
They're gonna-
streaming later?
I'm not. This is taking place of my stream day.
Oh, when is the next time you're gonna stream?
Wednesday.
Okay, guys, take a note of that real quick.
Oh my god, we're gonna spam.
Uh-oh.
How about you, Pace? What are your insecurities?
Insecurities.
Hmm.
There's a lot, cause like cause I've recently started showing my face a lot more,
Mm-hmm.
which is not what a VTuber usually does.
I mean,
that's
there's
one-
nothing wrong with that, though.
There's nothing wrong with it, but like in a community where the main focus is like the avatar and the anonymity, like it's kind of like weird to feel like people complimenting you, because I never got that when I was like doing like face cam streams and stuff like that. And like especially like with this not VTuber, this icon versus owner thing, or that VTuber versus voicer thing, right? I was kind of like insecure to just show myself like in general, and then I kind of like got more used to it. But I'm still kind of like, is this what people really want? Is this gonna help me like grow and stuff like that? And like another thing that like kind of sort of like that I'm kind of insecure about too is like the type of content that I do on my channel. Well, not channel,
Mhm.
but like channel. But like I don't do a lot of I actually don't do any collabs. If there's
feel-
one person on stream, it's probably gonna be Chris and stuff like that. It's probably gonna be Crystal on stream, and that's the most I'll ever have on stream. So like I'm wondering, like, is not collabing hurting me? Is that gonna like is avoiding collabs kind of gonna ruin relationships and stuff like that? Because like because in my eyes, or like for me, I appreciate my audience, like just talking to them one-on-one a lot more than just collabing with someone, because like it's hard to focus on like chat and the people you're collabing with at the same exact time.
I agree.
Yeah.
I also think like a lot of people kind of just don't like collabing, like being collab and like trying to keep up with chat and trying to keep up with the people that you're collabing with is very overwhelming for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they feel bad because they don't want to seem like they're antisocial, or they don't want to meet new people and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's totally a thing.
It could
and,
also
like,
be
it
like
doesn't-
finding the right people to collab with, right?
That too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing like people complaining how like the top streamers only stream with like the same few people, but like that is mostly because they're really good friends. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that's
And I
just who
guess
they
because they're
vibe with.
comfortable, right?
Yeah.
it's like I try to take inspiration from other, like from in real life streamers, that sometimes even if they come out of their own friend groups, that if they do collab with someone, it's like they know the party and how they act. Because like for me, like for example, like this podcast, right? I like to pair people up together that I know that even though they might have different opinions, we can still have a civil discussion. You know what I mean? So I think it's like knowing who you're going to interact with, and because I don't really like collabing too much unless it's with people that I am comfortable and I know, But every now and then, it's nice. So it's like, okay, this is the type of person that they are. I wonder how this will blend,
Yeah, I see. That's like one thing I feel like as well that people don't realize. You can't just invite like people into like any people into a collab. You have to actually like think about who you're choosing to be on. Because like I had this Among Us collab like a while ago.
Yeah.
And it left with one of the VTubers there leaving, and I think they cried. I'm not sure.
They cried?
It was more or less like they felt that they were being like called out and stuff like that. They didn't vibe with a lot of the people in the collab. Let's just say
So like
that.
in the lobby, were they like hurt or so? Or
They were kind of, because like, okay, it's Among Us, so friendships are just gonna be broken left and
yeah.
right.
So I guess
So-
so I guess it came across as they got offended or they got
They got
hurt
offended.
because they
So,
didn't
like-
know if they were joking or something.
Yeah, they didn't, and some of
Mm.
the jokes may have gone too far. I'm like, okay, guys, we gotta like chillax and stuff like that.
Because the other person, you don't know how far you
Yeah.
can go unless they're comfortable with, right?
Yeah,
I think Among Us is a really bad game for like a first
First
collab.
time,
For a first-
yeah.
for a first collab with people, it's a terrible game if you
I
don't know the
was-
person at all.
Because
Yeah,
then
no,
what
I was, like,
happens if
even-
their humor is like super crude, right? And then you're like, oh shoot,
Yeah.
do they hate me now?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
even that. I think it's just like, because even when you play Among Us with people you know and you're close with, you can always be taken by surprise. I was in a Among Us
Yeah.
squad the other day, and
Ooh.
one of the people we were playing with got very defensive, and
Oh.
it like them raising their voice turned into them yelling.
Oh,
And
oh no.
like I couldn't tell if they were angry or not. So after like that game, I had to dip out just because I personally don't handle yelling well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Among Us, fun game, great with friends, but like I'm very iffy about collabing Among Us.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
true, huh?
on that note, like, choosing like who you collab with or like interact with in general. When I started, I was like, I'm gonna follow all the VTubers, everybody who has VTuber in their
My
Twitter
friend.
bio.
I'ma
I wanna
follow
follow
them.
Oh, my
And then
friend.
I realized, maybe
That's
I
not
shouldn't do
the.
that. It's really stressful because now there's like all these people that I don't know and
Yeah.
I just don't really vibe with. And so
It's a free world.
Yeah, and it's like
Dramatic
that,
huge
and then
moment
you
back
don't
in the
know
day.
that some VTubers are like follow for follow type of people.
yeah.
And then suddenly it's like, you know how it is on the internet, right? You unfollow someone, they take it, it's like, oh my god, I lost a friend. It's like, you never talked to me in the first place.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
so
Like,
how does
oh
that
my
make
gosh.
us friends? Like I get
like
that.
when people do follower purges, right, and they remind people like, hey, I'm gonna do like a follower purge real quick, just cause like I don't talk to any of you and I don't
Mhm.
really like most of your posts, so like why bother?
I don't even warn people when I do a follower purge. It's usually like
I
a whim of the moment. I'm overwhelmed with like the amount of people on my TL, so I just go through and I'm like, nope,
just
I'm
like
not following
Yeah,
you anymore.
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
and like I feel like people need to realize like just because someone doesn't follow you on Twitter doesn't mean that they are
They
not
hate
your
you.
friend.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
they hate you and stuff like that, because like we all have our own interests and stuff like that, so like why
Why
do you
assume?
why assume and like make the other person feel bad about unfollowing you or like putting the blame on them?
Has everybody in this lobby like ever been pressured to follow someone?
Did you just call this a lobby?
um, party.
Yes, actually.
Party.
Not entirely related to the VTuber community, but there
Yeah.
are people who will like just follow and unfollow and then follow again.
Oh
and
god,
then
it's so
unfollow.
annoying. Oh
And
my god.
I understand they want to be noticed, and that's valid. And I
I
don't
just
want to
turn it
take the desire to be noticed. I don't want to make them feel bad for wanting to be noticed.
Mhm.
But also like, if I'm not super comfortable with you, or I don't know you, and like you haven't made an effort to like speak to me, I guess, I'm not gonna follow you back. And that sounds
Yeah.
kind of mean. It sounds like I'm being selective or picky. I just have anxiety.
Mm.
I feel that.
I just turn off like my follower notification on Twitter and stuff like that. I like the first time I saw people like posting like, oh, this person followed me and stuff like that, like their follow notification, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I turned mine off.
Huh?
So like
Wait, what?
Huh?
You turned what
I-
off?
I turned off my follower notifications
Oh.
for Twitter.
Yeah, I
stuff like
turned
that.
that off too.
Cause like I'm like, why do I need this? I don't need to know like this random person that follow me. Hell, they don't even like, I'm pretty sure they don't even know anything about VTubing or something.
Yeah,
or like my content.
That's
in general.
actually how I get super surprised when people follow. Like certain people follow, you're like, wait, what? I didn't even see this. Who are you? You know?
Yeah.
Like when Stacy, the Christian mom with 2 kids, follows me.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
can I what is it? Say one thing about the follower purging that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So I remember, no names. I remember seeing a post on the TL saying that I'm going to do
You calling me out?
oh my god. They were
I think I know who
saying
you're talking about.
that they're doing a following purging because they felt like that the people they were following weren't true friends. And that
Oh fuck.
it didn't, like, usually I wouldn't care for that, but because I actually talked to this person and I genuinely cared for them, but because it was like their post was saying, because you didn't talk to me every single day, you're not a true friend. And I'm like, why
Right.
should friendship feel like a,
Yeah, chore.
like a chore?
know?
Like, do I have to message you every single day? Do I? It's like I have to take my time out of my own busy day just to message you when you wouldn't even do that for me. You know? It
No,
doesn't make
you don't even
sense.
have to be like busy. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just laying in bed
Yeah.
depressed.
Just contemplating
like,
life,
I'm-
dude.
I'm a bit uncomfortable how they're like, I feel like you guys, like, I understand your TL's your own TL.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If you want to vent on public Twitter, that's your thing.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
just
that
feel a
don't
little bit
out
uncomfortable with
people.
the fact that they're like,
You're not a true
like,
friend.
oh, you're not a true
Yeah.
homie, bro.
They put all that weight on that word and I'm like, really?
On a
I'm-
follow? Like, are
I'm
you
a
serious? It's
friend.
like on a follow and then like on the interaction. Even though I talked to this person, like on Discord and messages, like asking about their day, but even that wasn't enough. And then they cleaned out everything, and I was like, you know what? You do. And so, I don't know. I guess there's just a lot of weight when it comes to following people. And I guess it's sort of
Imagine
an
having the energy
insecurity.
to talk to people every day.
I feel that.
To be honest, I guess that's also like an insecurity when it comes to being a VTuber, where it's like I don't know my worth because I tried to compare it to other people. I guess even when it comes to the numbers too,
Yeah.
when it's like, man, am I there? You know, am I down here? I don't know. Like, if I follow someone, will I get canceled or like what?
Oh yeah.
You know, like
Mhm.
stuff like that. And then like I guess live streaming is another topic, but then another part of VTubing is like also being social on the social medias, and plus Twitter is like the #1 way to talk and connect to people, which is a bit difficult, and I wish it wasn't like that, but it'd be
5
like
minutes
that.
on Twitter
Yeah.
and I'm exhausted.
No, I just open it up and I see so much. You just see one tweet and you're tired.
Like, I'm not leaving you on red because I hate you. I'm leaving you on red because I immediately open Twitter, and now I'm tired and I need to go to bed.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, like when they see that you're left on red, but then they don't know time zones, it pisses me off, you know?
I love
Like,
that for us.
You didn't
like,
respond
whenever
to me in 5 minutes. Cancelled.
exactly. Oh my gosh, like you didn't, like, oh, you're not worth my time. Unfollow. Like, bro, it's literally 3 a.m. in the morning. I just
Yep.
blacked out like that. Chillax.
Some
Just
people are really
reply
bad with
that.
boundaries too.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Just reply to everything with haha, sorry, I was asleep.
Just send an
Sorry,
emote. Alright, we'll move on to one of our last topics. Oh, wow. Wait, it's been an hour?
That's it?
Oh my. Okay.
Oh my.
What is that number?
I'm making
2, 4,
timestamps.
4.
I'm making
That's a bar.
timestamps so then I don't have to do it again.
Oh,
Oh my
Valid.
god. Wow. Wow. Okay.
I'll
what
get
is
there
this?
eventually.
Mm-hmm. Alright. What inspired you to be a VTuber? And what influenced your design? Okay. Kagami?
Well, I mean, the very first person that inspired me to be a VTuber was definitely Kizuna Ai. But then I didn't feel like I could become a VTuber until I saw like Fubuki, Matsuri, and all the Hololive girls, and then I just decided to give it a try and do some more research into it. And so I guess the characters that influenced my design was the Utaite Mafu Mafu and Nekomata Okai. And so I messaged this artist on Fiverr, and I sent images of these two characters. And I'm like, hey, can you combine these two characters
Oh
into
my
one?
god.
That's so
And then I got
funny.
my current character, and I liked it so much that I ended up going back to that same artist to commission a 2D model.
That's really cool.
Wow. Yes, Mafu
Nice.
Mafu. Yes.
Mafu Mafu.
So good.
I love his voice so much. I want
I
his
love
voice.
Mafu
I
Mafu.
feel.
Mafu Mafu's hot.
Okay.
Like, not to be horny on
Let it
me,
all out,
but...
let it all
Let it
If
all-
we're gonna be horny on main, I'm more of a Soraru type of gal.
Oh my god.
I love Mafu Mafu, don't get me wrong, but like something about that dark hair.
Mari, what about you? Because I know you've gone through so many changes, right, with your design.
Oh my god, I have a constant identity crisis with my design. It feels really weird because I'm pretty open about it and my identity crises. But I think what inspired me to be a VTuber was my friend group. Like, I don't know if Nate's still in the chat, but like Ink Curry and Reichi and Swiss were all doing VTubing and streaming. And when I wanted to stream, they asked me, they're like, oh, are you gonna be IRL or are you gonna be a 2D anime girl?
Ooh.
And at first I was like, I think I'm just gonna do cam, because why not? And then slowly I started drifting more into VTubing because I hate putting on makeup in the morning. And then
Oh,
my current
God.
design, I have a huge crush on Lucifer from Helltaker.
Okay, that's awesome.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Like
valid.
I think she's great. Originally I wanted to do like, cause I'm like, again, not to be horny on main, but I love monster girls. And I wanted to be like a spider gal, like a cute little spider
Whoa,
gal.
that'd be
I
so cool! Oh my god!
yeah, but like I also was like, people are afraid of spiders, and I don't want to make anyone afraid,
Uncomfortable.
even if I'm like a cute anime girl, and I want to respect people's fears. So I just was like, I'll just be a sexy demon.
Hey,
Oh,
that'd be
that's
really cool. I don't think there has been like a spider VTuber yet, huh? I know there's
I
moths.
don't think there has.
There has.
Oh my god, the moth VTubers. I'm vibrating. I'm vibrating. I
They look
love
so
moth
good.
VTubers.
The new
I'm
moth
sorry.
VTuber, the
Juniper?
bigger,
Juniper.
Oh my
Juniper.
god, yeah.
not little tiny bean moth bean baby Uniluna.
Uni.
But like, I don't know, the design looks so familiar. I cannot put my finger on it.
I don't know. I like it. It gives me like a
I've
manga feel.
I've definitely seen that design from somewhere. I'm not saying she's copying, because
No,
she's
I
definitely
Well, it
not.
looks familiar
like-
because it looks. I
It's
remember
just-
seeing that from like a fan art or something.
I know Juniper's had her OC, not to be like a Juniper simp, but to totally be a Juniper simp. She had the OC Juniper for years, and she was kind of like
Wait, it was.
going between several, and she had like an Orca OC originally that she wanted to use for VTubing, but no one like caught on or like hyped or like simped over it. So then when she made Big Titty Moth Mommy, everyone was like, oh my god, Big Titty Moth Mommy. And everyone kind of went with it because she had a pre-design for her OC or her model,
Yeah, but then she had to change
which
it up.
she showed on her debut stream.
Hmm.
And then she kind of just explained the process of how she got to where Juniper is now.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, she's a really hot moth mommy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, someone in chat said there is a spider VTuber.
Is there? I'm gonna go look
Alora
them up.
Koo. Alora Koo.
I just didn't want to scare people, but also like, I'm tired and I'm too lazy to like
Oh,
remodel again.
yo.
Do they look cool?
They got those
Stop!
eyes,
They're
though.
so sexy.
They got
Oh
those
my god.
eyes,
I'll search
though.
it up later.
She definitely got those. She definitely got those.
Those?
She got those
What do you mean those?
got-
mommy honkers.
Yeah,
those
there
big
you
Oh!
go.
honkers.
She got those mom. Yeah.
Nice. I'll check it out. What about you, Pace?
She's-
I remember I think I saw your Twitter
Yeah, it was
post.
on.
What inspired you and what influenced your design?
So
I think it was also in
definitely-
the what is it? The VTuber Lounge too, right? You put it there?
Yeah, I put on VTuber Launch. So like, definitely. So like, for things that inspired me to be like a VTuber and stuff like that, definitely Kyo, you're definitely one of the main people. Like, not to so like, when I saw the account name that shall not be named, Kyo's old account,
Oh my god.
I was like, hey,
Oh.
this is pretty Gucci. I'll think
That
about
looks
it.
pretty cool.
This shit's pretty cool. And I was like, I'll try it sometime. And then I just never gotten around to it because I downloaded VRoid Studio and I was like,
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
this is scary.
Everyone had a V-Roid model, I remember.
yeah. And then what is it? So what influenced my design was, so Kyo already knows about this, but like I used to wear a face mask and glasses like everywhere. Like during like junior and senior year of high school and stuff like that. I didn't like showing my face like back then. It felt really weird, and I felt a lot more comfortable wearing a mask and glasses. And it became synonymous. So like everywhere I went, like if you see a face mask and glasses, that's like, oh, that's Pace right there. Yep, that's him. And it just kind of stuck all the way to college and stuff like that.
Can I ask a genuine question?
Mhm.
Sure.
How did you keep your glasses from fogging up?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. Life hack.
feel
Life
that.
Because
hack.
I'm having this trouble wearing a mask and being blind as fuck right now.
Okay, so breathing through your nose helps.
I mean, no shit, Sherlock.
Don't be a stinky mouth breather. That's one of the main things.
Bro, mouth breathing in your mask is basically like hot boxing yourself with bad breath.
But there is a way. You know how like you have that metal rim on top of your like on top of the mask that kind of like molds to like the bridge of your nose and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Open that up and then you can let air escape through there, because if you don't, the air is just going to travel through those small holes into your glasses. So that's how I usually did it. Or just wear like cloth like face masks. Those really help
Cloth
a lot
face
too.
masks.
Yeah.
I got one from Uniqlo, which is really nice. If anyone needs mask recommendations.
If anyone needs a mask, just send me your address. I'll ship it to you right now.
Signed Pacemasku.
You get just Pacemasku comes to your door in a box.
I just come in a box. But
He pops out, you say you wanted a mask.
you wanted a mask, bro? I just come out of the trash can. So, you wanted a
Well,
mask?
I don't think it's sanitary once you put it in the trash can.
Nah, they can. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just hand washed it.
You just lick it off.
Just
you know?
just lick it off. But
What?
like, yeah, another thing that like inspired like my design, like the toad on my head, is a very big thing. That I
Mhm.
feel like people know about me.
Shaped like a
So
hand.
yeah, so my toad on my head, Fuku, right? It was inspired by Usopp from One Piece. So like in one of the new arcs, he has a toad on his head for just some reason. I don't know why. But then that very same month, when I was making my model, a Yu-Gi-Oh card got limited to one, like to one copy per deck, called Totally Awesome, and I wanted to
Oh
kind
my
of like
gosh.
pay homage to that. But also in that very same month, my IRL, my real life toad, actually died.
Oh.
So I was like,
Aw.
I am so sorry.
and I was like, it was like very bruh moment because like it was like kind of, that was kind of like one of the things that I look forward to every day, just like feeding her. So I wanted to pay like tribute with the toad on
Mhm.
top of my head, you know?
That's really
That's
sweet.
touching.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about your toad.
No, that's fine. Thank you though.
F
yeah.
in the chat, boys.
F in the chat.
Did you actually name her Fuku or what?
I named my IRL toad Suyu.
Oh,
So
that's
it's like-
so fucking cute. No one
Suyu.
talked to me.
Aww. That's so cute.
I named her Fuku because of Daifuku, the dessert, and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I should have named it something different because Fuku is banned by Twitch standards. Because it looks like
Oh.
fuck you.
Oh,
my God,
that
Twitch
So I
makes
can't-
sense.
He's good.
Yeah, I can't put it like on Twitch titles or something like that, or like in polls because they just reject it. But yeah,
Dang, that sucks.
That's whack.
It's
Fuku is
whack.
a Japanese word too.
Yeah.
Petition to email a Twitch. I'm just gonna like out and say it. Twitch customer support can eat an entire rock.
It's really bad, to be honest.
It's really, really bad.
watch them be just actually eating rocks. That's their main snack.
They can eat
Mhm.
dirt. Like, keep it relatively PG.
Yeah. All right. I think we'll end up with the question of the day, guys.
Mm.
Wow. Hold on. I need to write down the timestamp.
Yeah.
Magic ignoring DMCA. True.
Oh my gosh. Imagine DMCA. Can't be me. All right.
A song from Club Penguin got DMCA'd on one of my streams.
Wait,
What?
really?
Like Club Penguin DMCA'd my fucking stream.
How?
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh my
It was
God.
for I did a collab with a friend because it was her birthday and we were playing Club Penguin. And there's a DDR game in Club Penguin, or a rhythm game. And we were just fucking around and playing that. But apparently the song on the rhythm game is copyrighted by
Oh.
DJ Cadence
Wait,
on Club Penguin.
Yikes.
that's an actual person?
It's an actual penguin,
That's so...
or a
That's
fictional
so
penguin.
You just got-
funny.
Yeah, Club Penguin fucking trashed me.
You got taken down by a Disney OC. How do you feel?
Disney OC.
Honestly, it feels bad. Because, like, Club Penguin's dead. Leave me alone.
Hey, Card Jutsu's still a bop. Card
Club
Jutsu was
Penguin
bad.
coming out
Yo,
of the
Card
grave.
Jutsu is great.
Pengu Army has
As an imposter.
As an imposter.
Yo, when's the Club Penguin community
Oh
stream,
my
huh?
gosh. Oh my gosh, wait, Club Penguin is still a thing, right? Like, didn't
Yeah,
people bring it
Yeah,
back?
it's
There's
just
a-
rewritten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they redid it again? Wow.
Isn't there also like a community run
Yeah,
version of
Discord.
the
Yeah.
old-
Yeah.
like a private server?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyo just comes down to the Club Penguin servers in her actual like 2D outfit. The gods have ascended from the heavens.
When you get DMCA'd by a penguin is pain. Oh
It
my
felt
god.
bad, dude. It
It's
really did feel
penguin.
bad.
No.
Penguin.
Not
Penguin. What are your opinions on simps and how do you deal with simps in your own communities?
Ooh.
If you're not dropping $5,000 USD into my bank account, then are you really my simp?
To be honest, it's like, I don't like saying the word simp, you know what I mean? Because some people genuinely
lost
want to support you, but then I also feel bad at the same time because, for one, I don't feel worthy of the money, and then two, if it's a lot, then I question you. It's like, why are you donating $500, you know, to someone who's just playing a video game? You
I think
know?
my
Because
biggest
I'm not
concern
big.
is like their own, like, I don't want them to do it if it's going to put them
In a bad position.
at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Like if it's
Mhm.
going to be interfering with like whether or not they're going to eat lunch the next day.
Mhm.
That's my biggest concern.
Or like their
'Cause, like,
rent or like stuff like that.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
overall, like the community is very, very sweet, and viewers are very, very sweet to their preferred channel or whatever. But I get very concerned when it's like someone donates over like $10. I'm like, can you comfortably do this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe that's just
yeah.
like that's just like the college the former college
Yeah.
student
Yeah,
in me,
yeah. Because like $20,
honestly,
right? It feels like so
recent
much.
college graduate.
That's a whole-
I used to I love helping my friends out and like paying for their lunch or anything, but also like when I was in college, I had like $5 a day for lunch. So if I use that $5 to pay for someone else's lunch, I was fucked. So that's like my biggest concern when people don't know.
Mm,
Yes, please take care of yourself first
Mhm.
before simping.
or others, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, otherwise.
Otherwise.
feel free to drop $5,000.
Yeah,
No.
Feel free, my bank account's open.
Yeah.
Someone said, apparently simping went so far that Pokimane has now worked with Streamlabs to implement a $5 cap. I remember seeing that, yes. And it's
did
good that
mention
she put
I
that.
think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I feel like she could have raised it to 10 because people
I
can
mean, I
spam
think
it.
her thing is like she is Pokimane, right?
Yeah, so
so,
she
like-
doesn't need the money.
Yeah, she doesn't need the money, and in her tweet, she was like, "I'd rather people donate to smaller streamers and like not give your money to me."
Yeah.
That's 2 lunches for Marion.
Yeah, dude, that's like 2 chopped cheese New York lunch.
Yeah.
I just realized that made no sense to anyone.
Alright, I guess we'll end it off with the question of the day. Can you
Yeah.
ever be too young or too old for VTubing? Let's start
We
with,
have Leo.
with
I'm
let's
very
start
passionate
with
about this question.
let's start with the too young for VTubing. We can all just discuss this at once. What is too
Yes.
young?
I
I'm
think
like 2 years
anything-
old.
What I'm very passionate about this, and I was waiting for this
Aw.
question.
Alright,
Oh.
alright, let's go.
My thing is you can definitely be too young. You have to be 13 to be on Twitch. However, I think that's still too young to be a VTuber. I think-
Definitely.
I think like 17, 18 is like a good time to look into it, but anything younger than that, you're not
Ready.
really
Yeah.
cognitively developed. And like my biggest concern is internet safety.
That
Oh,
too.
yeah.
There's not a lot of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like it's not so much like, oh, you're too young, you're too immature to be a VTuber. Like, no, I'm sure you're perfectly mature. I'm sure you're perfectly wonderfully like fine. I'm
Great,
sure you're
great.
great. My biggest concern is the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you safe?
Oh,
Are you in a community that's safe? Are you being taken care of? Is someone trying to like get you to send lewd shit in DMs?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I deem like the too young type deal. And that's like when I see kids on the internet, like, I know you can't stop kids from being on the internet. Fuck, I was on the internet when I was too young.
Yeah. But then I guess the difference with our generation though is that we didn't have all of this stuff now in 2020.
Yeah.
Like back then, it was
Have
just
iPhones
simply
and stuff.
YouTube. You know, like I'd search a puka on YouTube, and then that was it.
Yo,
Like I
My
guess
thing is, like,
go ahead.
we're us as, like, I guess adults, because we were all on the internet when, like, we were too young, and like we
Mhm.
didn't have parents being like, oh no, you make sure, like, all they told us was like, don't give out any of your information. But like, who would
Mhm.
to listen to that? Like, hello. But I did have like those experiences where I wound up in the wrong groups, and like there was
Yeah.
like grooming and shit occurred. So with that being said, I think that since they are the generation below us, so to speak, in a sense, it doesn't hurt. Like, we're not their parents, obviously, but it doesn't hurt to look out for them, especially if they have parents who are like technologically inept. Right? It's definitely not our job by any means to like take care of these kids and be
It's
like,
not, but
you can't
it's
do this.
it's something we can do to
Um,
help improve the
But like,
environment.
if you see it happening right in front of you, I think it's like on us to step in and be like, hey, this is a potentially dangerous situation, and take this advice as you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
TLDR, yes, you can be too young for VTubing. Please be careful.
Why
I have
specifically
anxiety for
VTubing?
you.
Yeah.
Why specifically VTubing?
I mean, too young for anything, but VTubing specifically,
What makes it
I mean,
dangerous?
fuck, you saw the chat earlier. They were like sexualizing the shit out of fucking, I forget. Never mind, my brain's dead. But like, a lot of VTubers get sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Especially like the
and,
bigger
like,
ones, right?
Yeah. VTubers get sexualized, and like, in the heat of the moment, it probably would feel like, ooh, I'm getting attention. This feels good. Like, I enjoy getting attention.
Yeah.
But it's also a dangerous situation you're being put in, and like, at that point, I feel like it kind of crosses boundaries or like blurs them to where like, is it the VTuber that's sexy, or are you calling the 15-year-old sexy?
Hmm. But what if
And
they keep
especially
their
with-
age secret?
I know a lot of people who do that. I think the generation that's like on the internet young is a lot smarter than we were.
Hmm.
Because I know a lot of kids, fuck dude.
Okay,
I know a
boomer.
lot of kids who say that like they're not comfortable giving out their age. And I think that's great. I love that for them. When I see children or like teens practicing proper internet safety, my day is made. But like, I feel like it still doesn't change the fact that like these kids are being like potentially sexualized, and as chat is saying,
Mm-hmm.
having attention and being young and having a platform can be really intimidating, overwhelming, and can be difficult to maneuver privacy. I agree with that. That is something I wholeheartedly agree with, especially if you pop off young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've just taken up this entire last bit, so I'm gonna step down.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We can all discuss it. What about well, actually, we'll stay on the too young for right now. I agree with pretty much whatever Mari said, and that she already said all of it. So I'm like,
I've been thinking about this all day.
no, I totally get you. Like, especially when it comes to VTubing, like even sometimes now you don't really know the people behind. And because I know someone personally that's a VTuber, and she's a minor, and people lewd her,
Yeah.
and she's okay with it. That for me, like I'm not okay with that. And sometimes they sort of
Like,
practice.
you're not okay with it for them.
Yeah, it's like and they also do sort of like that idol culture, whereas like they put themselves on a pedestal. Like, you know, for me it just worries me because
Yeah.
you never know how far people can go, you know, and
Right.
it feels sort of dangerous. But then what can you really do if they prefer to like, what is it? To not really think of it that much? I don't know. It just kind of leaves me conflicted.
Yeah, I mean, if they're taking like the proper precautions and being like, this is a separate person to me, I don't know. I'm very like mixed. It's like I have a younger sister who is still very young, like too young to be on the internet. And like I'm comparing it, like, would I be okay with my sister doing these things? And the answer is no, I wouldn't be.
Yeah. I have a sister too. I still see her as a baby even though she's turning 18, but her and I have both been on the internet
no,
for a
she's a
while. And so you're yeah, for you have a younger sister, right?
Yeah, except like mine's 14 years younger than me, so like
Whoa,
seeing
that's
her
baby
do
baby.
things- Yeah, she's 8. She turned 8 not too long ago, but she also asked
Aw.
me. Yeah, she's baby. I love her. But I remember over the break, like the COVID break where school was done and everything, she comes up to me and she goes, "Marion, what's Discord?"
Oh god.
Bro,
Oh
my eyes
no.
bulged
Let me
the
not
fuck out of my head.
let me not
That
start on that.
conversation has to end there.
No,
Yeah,
legit
she asked me
though.
what Discord was, and I was like, "You're too young."
Legit. Okay, so
I was
like
like,
right now I live with relatives, right? And it doesn't make it any better that they are also they're special too. And so they're sorry. It gets me worried because their friends are like, "Oh, you should join Discord." And then when they did, right? They did join Discord. And then I told their parents, I told my aunt and my uncle, you have to watch them. You have to watch whatever they say on there and whoever they're talking to. And even though they did, it didn't stop the other kids from, you know, not, I don't know, giving the right environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a very thin line between parents watching over their kid on the internet and breaching privacy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like also a line that is like very blurred.
It's so, oh, man, it's like I remember cringing so bad when I heard them say, "Ate, what is Discord?" You know, and I'm like, what? Where did you hear that from? You know what I mean?
I deadass asked my sister, I was like, "Where did you hear the words Discord?"
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know where she heard it from.
Oh man, like I almost like freaked out after hearing like, you know, my niece and nephew talking about Discord, and they're like, but she does it, like they're talking about me. It's like, she does it, so why can't I do it? I'm like, you cannot be on this platform. You know,
I'm
you're
older
not
than
old
you,
enough.
That's why I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because I look young, so they're like, oh no, but she looks like she's 14. I was like, come on, don't forget that I'm 21. You know what I mean? I'm like in a completely different generation from you. And so, what about oh wait, Kagami, did you want to speak on it?
No, I agree with everything that y'all are saying.
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to say, to be honest. I was on the internet from a very young age too.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly as a coping mechanism to get away from my
I
toxic
feel
parents.
that.
But
Yep.
yeah, I feel like in many ways it was helpful, but in also other ways it really pushed me into some communities because at the time I didn't know better.
Yeah.
I grew up basically with kind of semi-twisted worldviews, which
Oh.
weren't like
Mhm.
properly broken until I got into college and met, you know, my current group of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't like the internet. Being on the internet at a young age is like a combination of I'm traumatized, but I also have some nice memories.
It's like you're desensitized to a lot of things too, and
yeah,
like
definitely.
that's what we're losing, especially in today's world where people like just violence, you know, people dying. It's like
Yeah.
it's such a norm for us now that,
Yeah.
you know, it's like we're
That might
not
just be
thinking
an
of
American thing.
it. Maybe it could be. What about you, Pace, on being too young?
Okay. So like, I worked with kids and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
before. I was like an art instructor at like an art studio, and like when they tell me like this is not just for VTubing, just for content creation in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute at first because you're like, oh, they want to like get into like making videos just like the big boys, but
Yeah.
like I feel like kind of bad because like there's also that sort of stigma around like young people making content that just turns audiences off, and they just kind of stray away from that.
I think it's because there's no
that, like,
guidance.
kids get made fun of.
Yeah, there's a stigma
Yeah.
that they get made fun of. And then
Yeah,
what is it?
exactly.
It's like it's
Or, like,
nice
they
to
get,
have the
like,
dream,
bullied.
you know, the goal of wanting
Yeah.
to be like a YouTuber or something, but you know, there are so many options in the world, you know? Not saying that it's bad,
Yeah.
but you know, you need to consider you have many options out there, you know what I mean? And you need to have
Yeah, for
proper
sure.
guidance and, you know, someone to watch over you, because the online world
I
is a
think it's
scary
important
world.
to encourage kids to do what they want to do, but like being careful about it. Because like
Mhm.
my sister also wants to do like YouTube and stuff like that. Like I'll walk into the room and she's talking to herself as if she's like streaming. It's really fucking cute. It's so cute. It's
I
so
would do
Face.
that,
cute.
yeah.
Hey guys, what's up?
No. My sister did the exact same thing. Like once it was hell. It's so
Oh no,
cute.
I walked in on my sister doing it, and I was like, I talked to my dad like while it was happening, and all I hear from the other room is, Marion, shut up, I'm streaming.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
god.
oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. Can I be on your stream? She said no.
Oh.
No, you're not allowed on my
Next
stream.
time.
She'd get the
Next time.
exposure though, the clout from
I couldn't get my
From-
sister's
Where's the
clout.
clout?
It feels bad.
Yo, she'd get to stream with the future president of the United States.
No, the future VTuber president.
Future
Yeah.
VTuber
Oh my
president.
God.
But yeah, the internet is a double-edged sword. I agree, chat. I agree.
Being a prodigy at a young age has always been risky. Tell that to my gifted and talented program in middle school, dude.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Imagine being a prodigy. Can't be me, bro.
Oh,
Oh, does
I
your
actually
family
got-
know you're a streamer?
My
For
dad
all
does.
of us?
oh yeah, my family knows that. Oh my gosh, as like a Filipino, they want to know. They want to know.
They
They'll
want
hunt
to
me down.
know? Oh my god. Have they
Oh,
watched
like-
your streams?
Oh yeah, they have. Because
Really?
I have very snoopy cousins. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna let them. I'll just tell them what my channel is. If they think what I make is weird, so be it. I'm not
Yeah.
their son. I'll let my parents.
You're right.
Yeah, that's a fat hell no from me. I made the mistake of like telling them about my previous channels, and you know, it opened up a lot of like guilt tripping and gaslighting, and I was like, you know what? No, I don't want any of that. So when I started VTubing, I just like completely started over and made a new account, new persona and
Mhm.
everything, so that you know they couldn't find me.
Yeah.
Totally. My dad knows, but I didn't start doing anything until after I moved in with my dad,
Mm-hmm.
because I used to live in a different state and all that good whatnot with like toxic family members and shit, and I couldn't do anything during that. Like I kind of just sat there from afar and admired everyone. But as soon as I moved up here, I was like, I want a microphone so I can do these things. And my dad was like, your birthday's coming up. I'm like, that's sick. So he knows everything I do. But he's a very like respectable no, he's not respectable, just kidding. Respectful man. And he doesn't watch any of it. Like sometimes My sister has come across some of my covers
Oh.
by accident,
Oh,
and she doesn't know it's
Wow.
me.
Was she a fan?
She doesn't know it's me, but she likes it, which is
Wow.
like cool. But oh my god, no, it was so fucking scary walking in to go eat dinner and just hearing my own voice come out of a computer speaker, and like my heart dropped. I'm like, hey, what are you listening to? And she was like, Vocaloid, and I'm like, that's not a Vocaloid. That's
That's not a Vocaloid.
It's a Vocaloid.
But like my dad just doesn't really say anything. He also like if like in my streams sometimes he'll come in and say hi. And sometimes he'll bring me food and tea. And
That's
kind of like
nice.
cuz I live with like 5 people. So I have to kind of like let people know the times that I need people to not be coming in my room.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't coordinate the time with my dad, then like I'm fucked.
Yeah, because then everyone's loud and all of that.
Yeah.
For me, I told my parents about it. They knew I was streaming at first, and then when I told them I'm doing virtual, it kind of made them feel a little bit more assured because I'm not showing my face anymore.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, okay. And then I told them, okay, I'm gonna use an alias and everything, so don't worry about like, well, at least for now, they're like, don't worry about, you know, being doxxed or anything, stuff like that. And for me, I like put up the alias and all of that because I want to protect my family in a sense. So then, you know, in case
Totally.
anything bad happens, right? Like it'll go out of hand, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, they were like kind of like weirded out. But then later on, when they saw the money, they were like, "Oh, okay."
Once the money rolls in, then it's like,
Yeah,
oh.
they're like, "Oh, okay, I see now. I see now." What about what is it? Is there ever being too old for VTubing?
Nah.
Really?
No, I don't think so. I mean, as long as it's not like a boomer and like giving out boomer like misinformation and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
I don't
PragerU?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so like if my dad comes up to me and goes, "I want to VTube. I want to be a VTuber. I want to be a streamer." I would be a little confused, but like I'd help him.
That's such an
Yeah.
interesting like scenario.
Y'all know the Skyrim grandma, right?
Yes.
Love her so much. And then she got
I
put
love
into the new Elder Scrolls game that's coming out.
Yes. Or like that one granny that plays Animal Crossing, and then she got
Yeah.
a fucking wolf
Oh
named
yeah,
after
and
her.
she has like an entire thing. It's so wholesome.
Yeah, I don't think there's too old. I think it's cute when old people do stuff. I like when old people have spirit and motivation because God, it's more than I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Mm.
agree with Chad as long as you're not trying to use VTubing as like you're being a pedophile or something, then you're good, basically.
Have you guys
Yep.
seen that? I don't know her name, so it's gonna sound weird when I just come out and say that Christian VTuber.
Who?
Is it the is it
Oh!
the new one? Is it a new one?
Yeah. Oh my god,
Yo, she's
Who?
adorable.
it's so cute. There's
Who?
this,
She
there's this
says
girl.
Bible verses and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. It's
Let me
so
see if I
Wait,
can
where?
find her Twitter. I think her name is Alice something.
Alice something. But like
Alice.
she says Bible verses and she's like squaring up with all the demon VTubers. Like she's pouring holy water on
Oh
them.
my
She
god.
puts holy water on vodka.
That's
I
so
was like,
funny!
Her intro was something like, "I'm here to cleanse all of you weeb degenerates," and I was just like, "Oh fuck,
Oh.
pop
Oh.
off."
Oh,
Hell yeah.
oh no.
Like at first I was like, "Oh, Abigail, Sister Abigail, thank you, Alimba. Can always count on Alimba to pull through."
Exactly.
When am I gonna be on the Excel sheet, Alimba?
Cough cough.
I can't even spell Abigail. Never mind, I give up.
She actually knows the scriptures. Dang.
That's so funny.
Back.
I'm gonna
Oh my
have
God.
to check her out then.
Memory.
I mean, I respect it. She's not pushing it on people by any means, but I also think it's funny as fuck.
Yeah. It's taking the like religion concept to like a new, like.
It's like in a
funny
meme way, yeah.
In a meme way, but you're still faithful to it.
Yeah.
It feels better than having people ask me if I believe in God.
Oh yeah. It's just you just say
yeah,
it
absolutely.
without really, like, I guess assuming. You just say it, you know?
She just assumes no one believes in God and she's gonna cleanse all of us because we're nasty. And I'm okay with that.
Nasty, stinky.
We are nasty though.
Do you believe in God? No, I don't believe in God. I was raised as an atheist.
Dang. The only other VTuber I know that has like the whole praise is like Uni because of the praise lamp thing.
A lamp.
Yeah, lamp.
That thing, I rarely see that anymore.
Really?
I wonder.
I see it all the
Yeah,
time.
Really?
I guess because now she tweets what is it, like a lot of like, what is it, I wouldn't say they're vents, but I can agree with some of her statements. Praise lamp, guys, praise lamp.
Yeah. Praise lamp.
I
Lamp.
feel like I'm missing something here, but hell yeah.
Don't worry. She's a VTuber and she like praises lamp.
Oh, that's cute.
Because
Okay.
light and
Oh.
yeah.
Green.
It's
Yeah,
so
shot
cool.
Fucking
It's so
little
good.
moth baby bean looking little tiny puny little moth VTuber.
Bro, you about to eat her. I can imagine
Oh
your
my God.
frog just eat the tiny moth.
I think I made that
Emergency
for,
food.
Emergency food, Uni.
all these, but yeah, I think I made that like tweet threat on all insect or like bug VTubers that I'm gonna just eat you and stuff like that.
Mm.
That's
Protein.
so funny.
I think cats eat frogs, don't they?
Cats? Do they?
Oh, do they?
Can they? They
Yo,
can.
Kagami, you about to
They
eat
can?
pace?
That's
What?
matters.
Yo, no.
Kagami is about to eat pace, you guys.
Oh no.
Wink. Wink, wink.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh,
my.
no. Oh no.
Every
Oh,
moth
yes.
VTuber. No moth VTuber is safe.
Run.
I mean, they picked this path for themselves.
There's so many VTubers. We need a virtual tag. There's so many.
We really do.
Like, I'd just
I
click
know
on
we
a
put,
random
like-
game, and then I'd find there's someone with a model, and I'm like, they don't even have the VTuber tag either. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
So good. It'll be really good to like see how many new VTubers we be sleeping on.
Right?
Like
Oh my god, there's so many.
I'd like
how
to
many
know if
people are
there's
gonna be
people
discovered after
who-
that? A lot of people are gonna be discovered after that.
Oh, true. I'm curious if there's people out there who don't want to use the title VTuber.
VTuber.
Like,
Oh yeah, there's a
I'm probably gonna
lot,
give
to
someone
be
whiplash
honest.
here, but like, if you know of, I'm sorry in advance, the Utaite community.
Oh god.
I know a lot of people. Yeah, no, I get. Someone said it in a server I was in. They're like, "Oh, I'm in the Utaite community," and I puked a little.
I see that and I'm like, oh god, it's just like I'm tired, I'm sorry.
It's like I'm not gonna shit on them for wanting to be a VTuber. I just I have trauma.
The
But
what
basically
community?
it's like weebs singing weeb things, weeb cover artists, if you will. I know there's some people who like it. It is an old community. It's very, very old. Some people are like, yeah, I don't want to identify as a Utaite. Which, honestly, I don't blame them. It's an ugly word, and it rolls off the tongue badly. But, like,
Yeah.
I'm curious if there's people who don't want to use the title VTuber for, like, a similar reason.
Yeah, there are
definitely-
people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like, I've seen someone talk about it that they don't want to
Mhm.
use or
Like
be
on
tagged
Twitter.
as a VTuber.
Like
I don't really remember the reasoning, but like, yeah,
I think their reasoning was like they didn't like the community, but what does that have to do with being a VTuber?
Yeah.
Because like you can have your own community. You don't have to exactly interact with the rest of us. It just helps, you know, it supports you, you know, if you're able to span out to more people. That's just my opinion.
I feel like it's a stigma.
Yeah. And plus, why would you just immediately assume about a community when you haven't even tried? You know? You didn't even bother to get to know people, and then you suddenly, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna... The only reason why I cringe at Utaite is because I've personally been there. So I know the general stigma and why everyone cringes at it. But if it's just VTuber and I've only been here... And plus, VTubing in general has only been a recent thing. So there's not really much to go off of other than you need to experience it yourself. But then if people don't want to use the tag, then that's okay.
I think compared to like Utaite stuff, because I know a lot of them are jumping over to VTubing and stuff like that, and I think it's good for them.
Wait, what do you mean?
Hear me out. I think like because you and I have both been in the community, we have both been in like collabs and shit like that. The amount of stress it puts on your shoulders, your brain, just everything, how people can take collabs too seriously, and like how staff can be like abused and shit like that. I think becoming a VTuber puts them in a different like mindset where they're not quote unquote nassoing.
Yeah, that's
and
the
they can kind of just
really
relax
bad work ethic.
chill out and do something they like. And hopefully they, like, I'm hoping that the Utaite who are coming over into the VTuber community, regardless of their past and, like, their past mistakes or whatever, that they learn from what they're doing, I guess. Or, like, realize that, like, oh, not everything is stressful.
I feel like the difference is because VTubing spans out to more than just singing. Like, you don't need to be a singer in order to VTube. You know what I mean? It's just that
that's
it's
one
just
of the big reasons
nicer.
why I swapped over.
Yeah, it's nice if you could sing, but then if you realize, like, a majority of the people here in the community don't sing at all. They just play video games. And, you know, I feel like that within itself is something that everyone can do. You know, compared to Utaite, it's specifically like you need to be good at singing or we're not going to recruit you, basically. Compared to if you're a VTuber, you can play a game. Okay, let's collab. You know what I mean? Like, it's better than just.
I feel like there was also the pressure of
sounding
being
good.
able to fill up every fucking staff role.
Oh yeah, like you need to animate,
like,
you need to mix, you need to art, you need to do everything.
Yeah, when I transitioned over, a lot of it was because I'm not professionally trained to sing. I have some training, but like not big boy training. So like singing and stuff made me insecure. And so jumping over to the VTubing community, I don't have to sing. I just have to like
Hello po? Yes? Yes? Yeah, I'm streaming. Apo. Okay. Okay, bye. Sorry.
It is sleep for like
okay, sorry,
2
I
hours.
had to mute for a second there. I like cut you off. So the last thing I heard was because my relative called me.
Oh no, you're fine, you're fine.
Yeah, I just needed to mute a bit. Sorry, chat. We were talking about what were we talking about? We were discussing
transitioning from Utaite to VTuber.
And how so the last thing we left off was that you need to fill every single role, right? What did you say after that?
Yeah, I feel like basically I was saying I swapped over because like I'm not professionally trained to sing. I have like some training, but I'm not like a big voice singer.
Yeah.
So I always felt very inferior compared to other people in regards to my vocals or my voice. And so I'm a lot comfortable VTubing because I don't even have to be good at video games. I can just fuck around and just chill, and it's not a lot of pressure. And I'm hoping that other Utaite who transition over realize that there isn't as much pressure here as there was in like doing cover work.
Yeah, and I felt like because when you're in the Utaite community, a lot of people take advantage of staff, just in general.
Yeah.
Or because I feel like that the community is still very young, even if it's been around for a while. The ones that get attracted to that community are mainly like high schoolers and middle schoolers. So then they don't know, they can't commission, you know, they don't have the money to commission.
Yeah.
They need to learn it on their own compared to like the older ones that have been there for a while. Now they have the resources to pay for art, pay for animation, pay for mixing, you know?
Yeah.
And also, Baguette, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. We're having podcast with Kagami,
Hello.
Marian, and Pace.
Hello.
Go follow them.
Someone in the chat said that they still want to be in the Utaite community, but they're nervous. I honestly like.
I mean, if
You're
you
not
still
gonna start
want
out
to, but you can. But the thing is like, what is it? I mean, it depends on what your goal is. What is your goal for joining? If you want to make covers, just make covers. But if you want to be a Utaite, good luck. That's just from personal experience. I still have connections with people who are still in it, but they're not as active as they were before. You know what I mean?
I still have like my friends that were in it. I still consider myself like half in, half out. I was valid enough to be followed by Utaite Struggle Treats recently. And that's an accomplishment.
Why do
in
they
itself.
keep making that? Didn't we have a Utaite Confessions account that got canceled? Like, come on.
I'm not gonna lie, I was the one who canceled it. Like, no
wait, was
front
it?
line.
Was it? I
the
don't
one who slid in their
remember.
DMs.
But was it really
I-
you? I can't remember. I just remember it got canceled and then everyone
I
just
I anonymously canceled it in their DMs, and then I just came up and straight canceled it. That's part of. I partially left the Utaite community because I have such a big fucking mouth, and I'm very opinionated. That like,
I mean,
if
it
I
was
see
a
something that
cringe account, so.
it was fucking cringe. Like, cringe culture's dead, but that was cringe.
Cringe.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous because all the pressure and judgment from people is so talented. Honestly, everyone is. Everyone is nervous that they're gonna be judged. But you kind of just gotta go for it, IMO. I leave
Just
my
be
first
you.
covers up just because they're so ugly, and I want other people who want to go into it to find it and be like, haha, she sucked. Because you're gonna suck. That's just that.
Oh, they said I'm generally from Smule. Smule? Oh, the singing app. I have a lot of friends that are wannabe Utaite because they're from Smule. The Smule Titans, that's what they are.
I think Smule. Yeah.
At least you guys have a better community than the Utaite themselves, though. Like
I think
Smule
the
seems
Smule community
better.
is very sweet.
Yeah, because they're all just chilling.
They're very, very sweet. I think like part of it is because they don't get timed or tuned. They just gotta go for it. So
Mhm,
like
yeah, that's what's nice. It's like they just go for it. They just sing. They don't need
yeah,
to.
and I think that's like nothing against fucking having your vocals timed and
Mhm,
tuned
mhm.
and stuff. But like
it just feels nice
I
when
think
it's like
there's
your
something-
raw voice, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I take neither of you two had come from the cover artist community.
No, I came from the Team Fortress 2 community and the MLP community.
Oh my god, wait.
It's
Oh my
comfy,
god,
though.
I also was in the MLP community.
Oh,
Godspeed. Yeah. I was a Facebook page admin back when
A
Facebook.
Oh
Facebook
my
page
god,
admin.
really?
Yeah.
That's
Back in the
crazy.
day.
ever since well, MLP was basically the show that got me into music because of all the fan artists like
Oh my
Living
god, yeah.
Tombstone. And so for like 5 years, I was an MLP musician.
Wow,
That's sick as fuck, though.
really?
Like, I still listen to
Hold up.
Discord.
Yeah. And then also I had a Team Fortress 2 channel, but then Team Fortress 2 just kind of died, and then the community got really toxic. It was
I
kind of
tried playing
toxic
Team
to begin
Fortress
with.
2 once, and my computer couldn't run it. So.
Oh, no. It's such an old game too. Like there's so much wrong with the game right now.
Yeah. Why is chat coming for me for being a Facebook page admin?
I think it's just on Facebook in general.
Listen, I was like 12. No, I was 13 or 14. I was in middle school when I did it. I also went to the very first. I'm just outing myself and embarrassing myself, but I also went to the very first BronyCon.
Wait,
It sucked.
I always wanted to go to BronyCon. But
It wasn't
could
good. It
never.
was not
say
good.
it wasn't-
Yeah, I can
What was
imagine the first one.
Oh no, the first one was garbage. Like I was so that was also my first con in general. So
Mm.
like con experience was BronyCon.
Oh,
Fun
no.
fact. So my sister's my half sister.
Mhm.
That my sister was born right before BronyCon. I met my sister at BronyCon.
Oh.
My stepmom brought her to BronyCon so I could meet her.
Oh my god,
And
wow.
they gave like a
fetus
sticker.
baby?
Yeah, like the people kept telling us that she was the youngest brony.
Bro.
I honestly, my family still makes fun of me to this day.
It's a good show though.
Like
Like-
I stopped watching after Cadence or whatever.
Oh really?
That song still
She
slaps.
got
I'm
married.
so
That song
sad.
do slap. I've been okay, so I stopped following sort of when season 7 was gonna start. And then
I'm gonna turn on the
Fucking
turn off the
seasons.
light. You guys can keep talking.
Oh sure.
I stopped after like the Equestria Girls movie came out. Honestly,
I didn't even see the fucking Equestria Girls movie.
really.
I remember
Really?
it because my Facebook page was called Equestria Girls. It's deleted now, so you can't find anything. But
dude, but have y'all seen the new movie that came out?
There's
I don't think so. Like
It
I
was
have
like-
not kept up in years.
Wait, what was it? It was like MLP movie. It was like 2017. They
Oh,
like
wow.
completely redid the designs and like it looks really good. The movie itself was like miles ahead of what the show is.
Let me look it up.
What was the name of it?
Excuse me for
It's
my.
just
keyboard ASMR.
MLP the movie 2017.
2017.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, right?
Yo.
Why did they? Who gave them permission to pop off? What the hell?
Yo, which Tumblr artist was in charge of this one? Hold up. Yo.
MLP also got me like very into voice acting and
I'm
wanting
back.
to be a voice
Yeah.
actor.
I wanted to
Tara's
be a voice
strong.
actor. but
Someone
then I-
in chat said
it's
my
so
view
bad.
of Marian is changing.
I was a child. I was
Pepe
cringe
hand.
children.
Now
We're
first
all
base, now
cringe as
Brony.
children.
Are we talking about Equestria
I was
Girls?
cringe
Oh my
until,
god.
No, I'm still
Yeah.
cringe.
Listen, it's okay to be cringe. Cringe culture is dead. I watched Twilight again recently. Still a shit movie, but
It's so.
You know, okay, I'm gonna be
Twilight.
honest. As much as Twilight is cringe, is low key a guilty pleasure.
oh yeah. Have you read the new book?
Oh my
There's a
god,
new
the
book?
one okay,
It's
it's
literally
about
just Edward's point
Edward's
of view.
perspective, which is so stupid because we want to know about everyone
So
else's
dumb.
perspective other than his. To be honest.
Yo, his is so like scientifically like, and then I watched her sleep and her chest rose and
That's so weird.
She breathed! Like, oh my god.
Oh,
Well, if she
no.
breathes. you
She-
know
if
what
she
happens.
breathes,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna make her a vampire. But like it just talked about his infatuation with Bella and like
That's
to the
so
point where it
weird.
was just stalkery and creepy
That's
and
so
like
I
you
mean,
wanna
isn't
hear
that the
about, like-
whole point?
Yeah, that's the entire bit. But like
Yeah,
the
he
thing
really
is, I got to appreciate fucking Robert Pattinson because like he read the book and was like, "Oh, this motherfucker's creepy. I'm gonna be creepy." And like he took the whole bit and like that first scene where Bella walks into the classroom and he's like shifting in his seat and like fucking looking constipated. Like Robert Pattinson did that.
You smell. stinky Bella.
He smells Bella and he's like, ooh, m'lady.
Awooga.
Oh my god.
I haven't read the newest book, but I have been watching like YouTubers reply to it. It's so fucking funny.
Dude, I remember the whole like movies in minutes thing that Nika Higa did.
I
Which-
miss that.
Wait, which
man.
one?
He's still alive, but I miss him.
He's
Yeah.
still alive, he's
But
streaming
he's
now.
still
He
there.
streams, but I miss him.
He's still pumping
He
out content.
streams.
I know.
Honestly, out of all of the YouTubers that I've watched over the years, like Nika Higa's been very consistent,
Oh yeah.
like with the quality.
He's like he never really changed. It just got better.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Exactly.
I thought it. Do you guys genuine question, do you guys like catch other people's streams? Like your friends' streams and shit?
I do, but I
I
usually lurk.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
I don't
I
say
try
anything, but I
to.
silently support.
Yeah, I find it really hard. Like I try to be in my friends' streams, but if I don't moderate for them, then like I'm pretty quiet.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
also like I have a ton of stuff to do, and like I want to be there to support them, but also my attention span is
Mm-hmm.
very, very low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's been like super hard for me to like get into the community and like network and stuff like that, because I don't always have the time to catch people's streams.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know anyone on my timeline right now because like I've been following VTubers and like trying to like immerse myself in there. Because I only started like 6 months ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What month are we in?
We're in November.
I started in June, May or June. So I'm like still relatively new, and like I'm trying to immerse myself in there more, and like I don't know who's on my timeline. I am bad at catching streams, so I'm like, I guess I'll die.
Yeah, me too.
Usually, like, what is it? It's kind of hard as well to like when multiple friends are streaming at the same time.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like I was trying to catch my friend's debut, like her new 2D debut. God damn, there's so many fucking debuts.
Yeah.
But like also my other friend's stream, which is just like super chill and I can actually talk to him, but I'm still interested in the debut as well. And then there's another person that I want to watch. It's like, oh my gosh, how do I talk to all of them at the same time?
I just zoned the fuck out. I'm so sorry. My brain is
Oh yeah.
empty.
You're right.
I was looking at Twitter because I had a notification and it was just Kikyo.
Cause someone was like, "Oh, you mean Amarian?" And I'm like, you know what? If you saw the other tweet, then you
Listen.
know.
You didn't even have to like change it. I was just like, oh, I don't use that Twitter, but like it's no big deal. And then like you changed it. I was like, well, now I just feel bad.
I changed it, and then you know how Streamlabs like automatically makes a tweet for you? That's
Yeah.
what it was, and then it at your old account again, and then someone was like, you mean Marian Biram? And I'm like, okay, you know what? Shush. I'm not gonna do it again.
The username on Twitch is Odessya. So like,
Yeah, that's why on
Um,
Twitch.
bro, you know I can't even get my old username back once like the 2 months is up.
Mm.
So I'm
Huh.
gonna have to figure out something else.
There's so many usernames that I really want, like from Twitter. There's like one name that I want from Twitter.
I
It's
just
like
want
VTuber,
Marion.
but like with two O's instead of a U.
Oh, yeah, that's deactivated now.
I know. See, so I have to wait 2 months for that.
Yeah, basically. Or I don't know about on Twitch, but I know on Twitter it's deactivated.
Yeah. Damn it. That's
Yeah, no, I want the username Marion, like just my name, and it's dead. It's like an empty dead account.
It's been dead for 15
I've been
years.
thinking about that actually, like if I ever reach partner ever in my career, if I'm going to keep the Kikyo with the 0 or just straight up Kikyo. You know what I mean?
Take their name, fuck them.
Didn't you have that person like contact you saying that their name is Kikyo and they?
Yeah, actually, the person that has the Twitch name, Kikyo, they were asking me if I wanted it, but I have to pay them like 1K or something.
Oh
What?
my gosh.
Yeah, for a name.
Wait.
They have all the Kikyo
Bruh.
names. They have the Kikyo on Twitch, they have the Kikyo on Twitter, and then yeah. And,
Why?
yeah, I
That's
don't know.
absurd.
I don't
Wait
know
till you're
why.
verified so you can steal it from.
Yeah, I'll just steal it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, like
Yeah,
why?
fuck
It's.
your money.
I mean, I guess like if you're planning to do something like create a branding out of the name.
Yeah, but then
But,
why would you
like-
sell it though? Like what? It's just a name.
I think they
Yeah,
just
it's
want
like a very-
like want money. You can't even get the name anyway because once they change the name,
You have to
the name
wait.
becomes unavailable until Twitch decides to do their stupid name recycling shit.
Yeah, so then you don't know. So I would have to switch to using that account. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so it's just a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I think
fucking.
there's, like,
That's
names
so.
that I do.
That's whack.
Yeah, that's
Have
just
you
kind of
heard of,
like,
really rare content?
You should have asked for a discount because you were the better keeper.
for a discount. Because I was
Like,
thinking,
just
like,
keep
should
your
I, what is it? I don't know. People said keep the 0 because it feels more gamer.
More gamer.
It feels more
It's cute,
gamer.
I like it.
Really? The 0?
Yeah, I think it's cute.
Yeah.
Maybe. I will think about it when the time comes.
I mean, ultimately, it's up to you. I'm not gonna be angry if you change
yeah.
it to your own.
How dare you?
The 0 is
I
iconic?
can't be your friend anymore.
Oh my
You're no
god.
longer cute and quirky like the other girls.
I'm not like the other girls. I'm
You're-
just Kikyo.
I'm just Kikyo with a regular O.
Dang, cancelled. Cancel Kikyo with a K.
Oh my god.
Kikyo with the K.
Oh,
Kikyo with a C instead of a K.
Oh god.
Have you guys ate dinner?
No, I'm gonna do it after.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm like probably gonna make dinner after stream.
Yeah, I'm like thinking who to raid.
I got no one.
I'm like looking through right now. There's so many people. Oh! Oh!
Shine's live.
Minnie just went live too.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh. I'm sorry for the keyboard ASMR.
Keyboard.
What if we all just did keyboard ASMR?
I have a very clicky clacky keyboard, and I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
should I just start doing streams where I just type like papers
Yeah.
and shit?
Oh,
Just
it's
do negative ASMR and bang on the keyboard.
Kikyo. Let's raid Kikyo.
Can you rate
Yo.
yourself?
I don't think so. I don't think it's possible.
I want to try that next time I stream.
It's Bao Car's birthday today. I don't know. Like, what will it mean anything? I feel like it's good to send a raid to smaller VTubers for now. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Maybe we
Give the
could...
baby some love.
Yeah. We can go to.
Arctic Moon, your mod from VTuber Lounge is also streaming.
There's so many people streaming.
I know, I'm looking at my online right now. Is Eski streaming?
We
So
can
many
go to
shows.
Minnie. Minnie just started streaming. Yeah, yeah.
I think it'll be fun to raid someone who like just went live.
Yeah, Minnie just.
Yeah, Minnie just went live. You know what? We'll raid her. It's been a while,
go, Minnie,
and
let's go.
she's small boy, so we're going to raid multiple
Give
people.
her that love. Ow, I bit my tongue.
Okay, we
It'd be
need
so
to
cool
make.
If we can like disperse your viewers.
Like 50% go one place, 50% go another.
No, 15% go one place, the rest of them go somewhere else. It's
Oh
like
my god.
Reddit 50-50.
This will be
Reddit,
the raid
15,
message,
17.
boys.
Yo, combo raid.
Bro, I'm so bad at coming up with rage.
I don't know, I
messages.
just
lose my
come up
battery.
with whatever. Alright boys, we'll go visit her and raid her. Thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure you follow